in the online sessions, you yeah, the connection is most lost for you and me. Yes, in this session, right? DDJC final year students, you have third year, sixth sem. Third year, sixth semester. It have two papers. It has two papers. That is paper general paper. Paper is considered as seventh paper, and next one is elective paper. The elective paper considered as a eighth paper. Under KU, Kakatiya University, our zoology uses zoology CBCS. Under CBCS, this is the BJC final year and DSC 1F. Our paper is DSC 1F, that is semester 6. Elective paper 8, that is aquatic biology. Aquatic biology. This is our new paper. In this final year student, 5th semester, we have two papers, and the general paper is animal physiology and biochemistry, and another elective paper is applied zoology. In the applied zoology, we already learned the fisheries, okay, and next one is apiculture, sericulture, vomiculture, poultry, animal husbandry topics. At the same, here we are in the session of the 6th semester. We are including here also two papers. That is the general paper is immunology and animal biotechnology, and next paper, which is elective paper, that is aquatic biology. What is meant by aquatic biology? Right? Biology is nothing but studies of life. Study of life. Okay. And next one is here aquatic. Aqua means water. And the water is occupies the planet of the earth up to 70%. Right? Here the biomes. Okay. These topics are just simply slightly different from the ecosystem. Right? Here topics in this aquatic biology, we are have the 4 units. 4 units. Every unit have the sub unit or subtopics. Right? You already learned. Right? In this, the first unit is consist of brief introduction of aquatic biomes. Aquatic biology paper 8 is consist of 4 units. This is the elective paper of zoology of final year students. Elective paper of zoology, that is final year students. Mostly this is aquatic biology. In this aquatic biology, we have 4 units. And then the 4 units, the first unit consists of the topics, that is aquatic biomes. A brief introduction of aquatic biomes. 1.1.1 just we write one. Okay. Brief introduction of aquatic biomes. Aquatic biomes. Right. Here the biology, and here mentioned the term biomes. What is the main difference between the biology and the biomes? Biology is nothing but bios means life, logos means study. Right? The study of life is known as biology. Here including of all type of animals which have the life. And here biome means whereas a particular area which is consist of the similar climatic conditions and have a same plants and animals. Okay, here a particular area, this area has the same climatics and has the plants, similarity of the plants is present and similarity of the animals is present. Simply this is the best example. Okay, there is a polar bear is there. Polar bear is totally adapted and it is only appear in tundras, the ice, right? You may understand this biomes. Biomes is a particular area. Here, aquatic biomes. Aquatic means where the water is covers on our planet. That is 70% of the Earth planet is covered by the water. That's why this is one of the most largest biome. That is aquatic biome. These biomes are divided into 5. Okay. Later we will discuss in our topics. Just you see the remaining topics which are included in the unit. And next one, 1.2. First is brief introduction about the aquatic biomes, and second one is freshwater ecosystem. Freshwater ecosystem. Ecology is different from the biomes. That's why here just they can mention here freshwater ecosystems. In these freshwater ecosystems, what are the freshwater bodies? Lakes, ponds, rivers, streams. Rivers and streams. These are the freshwater bodies. And next here, the estuaries. Another topic which is includes here, estuaries. And next one, intertidal zones and some intertidal zones. Right. Estuaries means a specific area where the rivers enter or merged with the oceans or marine water. Right? Where the river, this is a river. This river is merged with the marine or the sea or ocean. Okay, now this particular point is known as estuaries. Estuaries has a special characteristics of their characteristics. Either the temperature or the salinity or the pressure, whatever it may be. Okay. Brief introduction of aquatic biomes, freshwater ecosystems, estuaries and intertidal zones. Next, here another topic, that is 1.3. You please, my dear students, mentioned or maintained a book to write this all syllabus in your notebook. When you are come to the college, I must ask and each and every person and to show me. Okay, you must and should show me this running notebook. Next, the topic is 1.3 topic is, that is oceanic pelagic and marine benthic zone. Oceanic pelagic and marine benthic zone. Right? And next one, 1.4, coral reefs. Coral reefs. Coral reefs. This is about the unit 1. And next unit 2. In this unit 2, the origin. How the lakes are origin. What is the physico-chemical characteristics of the lake? How these are classified? How it is origins? For example, Godavari river is there. I just give a small information to people. You are already known about this, but just a simple recapitulations of this section. Okay, Godavari river is there. This is simply known as the Southern Rhine. Okay, in the Southern Ghats, especially in Maharashtra. Where is this birthplace of the Godavari river? In Maharashtra, Nasik Trembakeshwar. Right now, just by here the origin of lakes origin and the classification of lakes. Origin. Origin of lakes and their classification. And classification of lakes. Classification of lakes. Isn't it, ma'am? How they origin and how they are classified. Classification of lakes. And next, lake as an ecosystem. Lake as an ecosystem. Is it truly? Yes. Lake as an ecosystem. Lake morphometry. Lake morphometry. Measurements. And next one here. Okay. Here, physical, chemical characteristics of freshwater aquatic biomes or simply freshwater bodies. Physical, chemical characteristics of freshwater ecosystem or simply freshwater bodies. Right now, here what are the physical and chemical characteristics? Once we are writing here, that is simply easily to understand like this. Here light, temperature, and next one light, temperature and thermal stratification. Thermal stratification. These three characters are which are belonging to the physical characteristics. And what are the chemical characteristics? Dissolved solids. Right now, dissolved solids or these dissolved solids or simply what are the dissolved solids are present in our water? Simply we already learned in our second semester the carbonates, bicarbonates, okay, and recently we are also known about in an aquatic applied zones where the fish and we do some water, okay, water equipment and water nature, okay, so and so. Here the dissolved solids are just that carbonates, bicarbonates, phosphorus, nitrates, carbonates, bicarbonates, phosphorus, nitrates, yes ma'am, these nitrates, and turbidity, and next one is dissolved gases, also important. Dissolved gases. These gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide. Most important one, oxygen. Dissolved oxygen. Estimation of the dissolved oxygen in a given water sample already we done, right? And estimate the carbonate in the given water sample or in the pond water, right now. These are other topic which are included in the unit 1. And last topic which are included in unit 2, that is nutrient cycles. Okay, nutrient cycles. Nutrient cycles. Under the nutrient cycles, being always our tip of the tongue, the nutrient cycle is nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen cycle and nutrient cycles and lakes, nitrogen, sulfur and this phosphorus cycles and lakes. What are they? Nitrogen, phosphorus or sulfur, right now. Okay, nutrient, nitrogen, and the another one is sulfur, phosphorus. These are the nutrient cycles and lakes. And next one is streams. The second unit, streams. Here the streams origin and their classification, and also here physico-chemical characteristics of the streams and the adaptation of ill stream fishes. Okay, different stages of stream development. In this first three streams, different stages of streams. Okay, different stages of streams, which means which are the younger age and which are the middle age and which are the old age of the stream. For example, some Saraswati river is there, but this Saraswati river is can't appear. Okay, this is not appear in the Kaleshwar. Okay, just Godavari river only appears in our area, in the river area. But somebody tells that is Saraswati river is flow in deep way. Okay, Antarvedi. In our views, we said that Antarvedi. That's why, and their age. How many hundreds of years this river is flows under the areas. Okay, right. The streams, different stages of streams, and next their physico-chemical characteristics. Physico-chemical, physico-chemical, what ma'am? These are the characteristics of environment. Streams, physico-chemical, environmental appearance, and next one here includes, that is the streams where the adaptations of hill stream fishes. Adaptations of hill stream fishes. Adaptations of aquatic animals. Okay. Last classes we have already learned, and so many times we are presented in our examination. Okay, point of view. Right here also adaptation of hill stream fishes. And next topic, that is unit 3. Unit 3. In the unit 3, the aquatic biomes, their most important chemical character, that is the solid, salinity, salt. Most of the water is aqueous and most of the water has contained high salinity. For example, rivers. Okay, rivers are the best example of freshwater bodies, and marine water bodies is, for example, Bay of Bengal and some oceans, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean. So these oceans are all have high amounts of the salinity. The salt percentage in high amounts which are dissolved in the water, right? That's why here the salinity and density of the first topic in third unit, salinity and density of seawater. Salinity and density of seawater. Yeah, ma'am. Here, this is the first unit completely. They can give an aquatic biomes introduction, and where the freshwater bodies up to their ecosystem, what are the organisms, they are look like an rock, but this is a have any life. Those are coral reefs and origin of lakes, their classification. These first two units are completely related to the freshwater body, and the third unit is rivers, as that is the seawater, marine. Okay, and aquatic biology mostly divided into two parts. That is freshwater aquatic biomes, and the second one is marine water biomes. Right. In the 3.1, the salinity and density of sea water. And next, continental shelves. Continental shelves. Continental shelf. Alright, shelf. And next one, 3.3 topic is adaptation of deep sea organisms. Adaptations of deep sea organisms, which means which are live in the benthic region of the seas. And next one, seaweeds. 3.4, the last topic is seaweeds. Samudrapu kalpamukalu, right? Seaweeds. This is about the unit 3. Unit 3 is as very simple. Salinity and density of seawater, continental shelves, adaptations of deep sea organisms. Here, third unit consists of these adaptations of deep sea organisms, and here second unit has consists of the adaptations of livestream fishes. Livestream fishes. And next one, that is go to the fourth unit. In the fourth unit, we all are how the topics are at water pollution and how do we control and how we take the precautions to avoid the water pollutions. Right? This is the another topic, that is unit 4. Unit 4. In the unit 4, aquatic pollution. The first topic is aquatic pollution. Causes and their causes. Aquatic pollution and causes of pollutions. Causes of pollution. What are the causes of pollutions here? Okay, the characters, the factors. That is, first one is agricultural. Agricultural, industrial, and right now, agriculturally and industrial, and next sewage treatment, sewage water, and next oil spills. Okay, the thermal and oil spills. Thermal and oil spills or splits. When the oil tanker or oil ship is transport on the surface of water, okay, the transportation of some more ships, they are contained, they are taken to our India and India to another countries by the way of transportation by this aquatic medium. Right now, ship transportation. Okay, in this ship transportation, some ships are blocked and their oil tanks will be split into water. The oil is completely spread the total water surface area. Okay, this is causes. It is also causes the great pollution in the aquatic bodies. And next one is eutrophications. Eutrophication. Yeah, I'm wearing drawing. Just I'm rough and right here. The fourth unit, another topic, 4.2. Eutrophication. Right? And next 4.3, management and conservations. Right? Management and conservations. Aquatic management and conservations of these aquatic bodies. Where, how we manage, how we maintained, okay, maintain, how we conserve the mainly the fresh water resources. Okay, we'll give a simple example. Some days we are buy the drinking water, and now the time is to buy these oxygen also be over. Okay, these the human activities by doing of these styles we are facing, and we have lost so many purity of the aquatic biomes and the purity of the atmosphere and the purity of the nature. We have lost so many beautiful natures and everything by the activities, human activities, especially ourselves. Okay. And next, the last topic is 4.4, that is Water Pollution Acts of India. Water Pollution Acts of India. Okay, ma'am. This is the most important topic, which is our government should be taking into prevent the water pollution from the rivers, oceans, water. It may be. I will give a best example. Okay. Already you people know that is Namo Ganga. Narendra Modi is what is it? Narendra Modi is already gave a committee. Okay, he maintained a committee to clean up the Ganga. But during this pandemic situation, so many corona dead bodies are floating on the river. Okay, then what is the use of to cleaning of the rivers? Our human activities do again and again pollutions. That's why here Water Pollution Acts of India and take the sewage treatment and water quality assessment. Here the sewage treatment and water quality assessment. These are the another two topics which are included in the 4.4, that is sewage treatment. Sewage treatment, right? And another one topic is sewage treatment. After the last topic, water quality assessments. Water quality assessment. In this water quality assessment, right? For example, I bought a Bisleri. I bought a drink only Kinley. What is the meaning of we are drinking Kinley or Bisleri? Here we have believed that the water is contained purity and have some elements, essential elements, as it is have the zinc or minerals or the vitamins. Okay, but how we maintained in the heavy, the largest biome of the aquatic oceans? Just we take a drop of water or samples of water and we do some practicals, that is COD and BOD. These are the two most important of water quality assessments. Water quality. How did you know? How did you learn the quality of the water and the quality of water assessments? Right? We are doing two most important methods, that is BOD and another one is COD. BOD means biological oxidation. Right now, that is BOD means biological oxygen demand, and COD means chemical oxygen demand. Biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand. Here, what is demand? Biological oxidation demand means where the organisms live in water, which oxygen is dissolved in water. That oxygen percent is used by the organisms to survive. This is known as simply BOD, biologically oxygen demand. Biological oxygen demand. Okay, ma'am. Please note this: biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand. The amount of dissolved oxygen needed by aerobic these biological organisms. This BOD is measured in milligrams. BOD is measured in the units, most important one, that is milligrams. Right? This is about our syllabus in 4th final year students in the 8th paper, elective paper of aquatic biology, that is the 6th semester paper 8th. 6th sem paper 8, which is the final year students. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3 and Unit 4. This. Okay, very simple and easy topics. You people must focus on your studies, and this is the moment to come on to the colleges, and you must and should wear the mask, sanitization of your hands, okay ma, and protect, be safe. Okay, thank you.